Big news on Clover Finance. I made a video yesterday going through Clover. That was a price prediction video. That was a price analysis video as well. And at the time, Clover was trading around $1.13, $1.15. It was actually really interesting because in just a day, Clover reached an all-time high of about $1.70. That was incredible, to say the least. That's what we're going to have a look at today. We're going to try and understand why exactly did Clover shoot up to around $1.70, because that was incredible, unpredictable as well. But some people probably saw it coming. I guarantee you there was definitely inside traders information because of what I'm going to show you next. So here's the thing. Clover's just been released on OKEX, and that's a trading platform. But it's not just that. This was on the 29th, yesterday. The same time, Clover had a huge price increase. But this wasn't the only platform that Clover got released on. So there's OKEX, Clover, they started trading. But it gets even more interesting because Binance started listing Clover Finance as well. And Binance is one of the biggest trading platforms for cryptos out there. So naturally, it's to be expected that the price will go up at somewhat rate. But no one ever knows just how much. That's the thing, it's unpredictable. But this is big. Clover started trading on 2 new platforms, so naturally there was an immediate reaction in the market. Naturally, it means that there was 2 more platforms where people were interested in buying Clover, that they could easily buy Clover. They didn't have to sign up to Coinbase or any other site. They could just use their own account that they had on Binance or OKEX. That made it easy for the price to rise in such a short period of time. So some of you probably actually watched that video. You probably watched my video that I made yesterday. When we were doing the price analysis, we are talking about the price, saying that that's around $1.13. As you can see, it eventually fell back down. And the price corrected itself. And in fact, this is exactly where we left off when I was doing the video yesterday. These are the exact lines I drew of where I think the price could go. Now, before I go any further into this video, let me just declare that this video is not financial advice. This video is strictly for educational purposes and for entertainment. So it says here, Binance will list Clover Finance and Quant and will open trading for Clover, BTC, Clover, BNB, Clover, BUSD, and the list continues, to be honest. There's a long list. So users can now start depositing Clover and QNT in preparation for trading. So withdrawals for Clover and Quant will open on the 30th of this month, which is today when we're making this video. Now, Binance will only accept Clover ERC20 token and BEP20 token deposits. So the deposits open time is estimate time for users' reference. And they also have a short paragraph explaining what Clover is. And I'll go through this as well. For everyone who don't know what Clover is, let's just take a quick look into it. Just a quick summary, actually, because it's not really complicated. So Clover Finance is an infrastructure platform that is focused on cross-chain compatibility, enabling users to bridge DeFi dApps between Ethereum and Polkadot seamlessly. Now, Clover is the native token of the platform and is used for staking to take part in network consensus, transaction fees, platform rewards, and network governance. So naturally, the article continues into more details such as the Clover website, the ERC20 block explorer, the fees and the rules that are involved, and of course a warning that crypto trading is subject to high market risk. Please make your trades cautiously. Binance will make the best efforts to choose high quality coins, but will not be responsible for your trading loss. Now, I think everyone understands that, but now that we have a understanding of what it means for Clover to be on Binance, it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal because Binance is a big platform and they're also getting involved in the NFT space as well, which is huge. And Binance is probably one of the best companies and best crypto platforms to get involved into NFTs. The question is, will platform like Coinbase adopt this model as well? Coinbase have always taken a different narrative when it comes to adding cryptos. They take a lot longer naturally, doing a lot more research, making sure that they're absolutely sure, triple checking everything. It's insane, but the world is changing and the world is going towards NFTs. So how many platforms will adapt to NFTs just like Binance is doing? Any gaps in the market? If there's a gap in the market, Binance would like to fit that gap. And in the case of NFTs collection, Well, Binance noticed that there was a gap in the market, so naturally they filled that gap by giving their users the opportunity to engage in NFTs on their own platform. Now on to the next one. Before we can get into any price analysis or price prediction, we just got to go through the OKEX listing of Clover Finance native assets. So it says OKEX is pleased to announce the listing of Clover, the native crypto asset of Clover Finance, on our spot trading market. So trading of Clover will start according to the following schedules. This is deposit, Clover deposits. Users can now start depositing Clover. Spot trading for Clover, USDT, opens at 5 a.m. UTC on July the 29th, and that was yesterday. And of course, Clover withdrawals open at 10 a.m. UTC time on July the 30th, which is today. And naturally, as you can see, after the huge surge in the price, obviously a lot of people sold off because a lot of people were just thinking about making their profit. But given that there's only one single tiny green candle, this tells me that a lot of people who are investing, they didn't want to invest long term. These are the people who wanted to make a quick profit. You know, there were probably definitely some insider information, insider trading. So like people knew it was coming to different platforms like OKEX and Binance before it got listed to the public. So people were investing early and they made their quick profit. And obviously they sold as soon as they could just to get out the market. And now Clover price is stabilizing again, just where I like it to be. So I was already predicting that this was the stabilization price, and they're smart between like $1.10 and $1.20. OKEX also explains in their own words what Clover is for them. Clover Finance is a substrate-based blockchain infrastructure platform that focuses on cross-chain compatibilities for DeFi applications and interoperability between different blockchains. Of course, we already knew this, but for everyone who don't know it, Clover's extensive support in EVM-based applications, Developers Tool, Clover Scan, and Clover Multi-Chain Wallet, Clover will bring multiple chain DeFi experience to its users. That's just a quick summary in brief, and of course, they tell you about the total supply, 1 billion, the risk involved of trading. So everyone knows there's risk involved, and if you don't know there's risk involved, you should always educate yourself on this basis. So that was just a quick look at the new platforms that Clover has been added to. This is big news for Clover, and we'll wait to see if Clover will be added to more platforms as we journey further. And there's a lot more platforms, big crypto trading platforms that Clover can be added to. So we wait and see, and we're kind of excited actually. So even though I said there's 1 billion in total supply of Clover token, at the moment, there's only 128 million in circulating supply. And I think this is good because they keep the supply quite low, which is probably one of the reasons that the token is over $1. Because if the circulating supply was around 500 million coins in circulating supply, I guarantee you the price would not be this high because there's more supply than demand. But if there's less supply and more demand, well, the price will naturally be a little bit higher. So that's probably one of the main reasons why Clover is at $1.19 at the moment, which is good. It's good. I think that's a good price to be. I think it's stable, and I think it's proven itself. You know, even from the first all-time high, I've gone over above $2. It eventually fell back down. More red candles than green, so there was more selling than support. But then it sort of corrected itself after dropping around to $1. Well, it sort of corrected itself and it went up because naturally it was finding its foot, it was finding its stabilized price, and I think it did. It eventually found its stabilized price, and that's where I drew these two lines just to show you exactly where I think Clover is stable, where I think it's worth. But now that it's gone up in the last day because of being added to a new platform, and it's gone back down because people have sold to make their profit. What's next for Clover? Well, I do predict when it does get added to new platforms, something similar will definitely happen. But as for now, like I was predicting yesterday, I do think the stabilization price will continue in this trend line. If it does fall down below $1 or anywhere close to $1, I think the price will shoot up back quite drastically because if the price is cheap and there's a demand, it's going to be bought up. And that's going to shoot the price up. So it's not going to stay low for long. There was a few breakouts when when it got close to hitting $1 and even close to going below $1, but it immediately shot back up to around $1.15, $1.10. There is chance it could go below $1, but it's not going to stay there for a long time, in my opinion. It's going to keep on stabilizing around this price until it get added to more and more platforms, and eventually more and more people will invest, and naturally there'll be a natural incline for the price to go up further. If it's going to get added to more platforms, it's going to stabilize. It's probably going to be stabilizing above $1.20. It's currently at $1.18, but that's when it gets added to more platform. It's already been added to Binance, and I think more Binance people will be investing on a daily basis naturally, so the price will naturally have more volume. There'll be more volume in the market. And this is good. I look forward to seeing when Clover does stabilize above $1.20. It's going to be exciting because I think it's going to be on more platforms, and I think more people on Binance and on OKEX and Coinbase as well, by the way, they'll be investing more as time goes on. And these are long-term investors. There'll also be short-term investors as well. So if you see the price shoot up once again suddenly and it falls back down, there's no need to panic. But I think for now it's going to stabilize, and it's probably going to go above $1.20 just to stabilize even more, to find its right place. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment. Let me know, did you enjoy this video? And would you like to see more content like this? Thank you for watching, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.